Very good morning, students. In the last module, I hope you understand regarding technology forecasting concepts. In the last video lecture, I taught you all the concepts which are incorporated as per the syllabus in the technology forecasting module. Now, I will going to teach you the module 5, that is the last module as per your syllabus, that is product building and structures. First, we will see the contents in this video lecture. I am going to introduce the concept of product building and structures, virtual product development, 3D computer aided design systems, digital mockup, model building, model analysis, and production planning processes. So, this topic is quite vital in the aspect of product lifecycle management, since product building and structure is the last stage. Because see, here after only the product design, after only the forecasting, you are going to build the structure and manufacture the product or assemble it, right? So, this is the last stage of product lifecycle management, where the concept is about the product building. Introduction. What do you mean by a structure? If you take the structure, it means the way which things are built up, right? See, this concept applies to the product also, the way in which the product is built. This is called as the product structure. A composite product does not exhibit one structure but hides in its structure of parts several different structuring principles which fit the production, service, transport, etc. The meaning of this, the sentence is, if you take any complex product which not only shows one complete structure but it hides within itself many parts. The structure may consist of many parts which are assembled based on the structuring principles which will fit the production, service or transport. Okay, for example, if you take a automobile or aircraft or any ship, you may see it is finally it is whole a product, a single product, but it consists of several number of structures in it, where the structures are built based on the principles, right? If you take automobile, a 4-stroke engine, in a automobile 4-stroke engine, you know that the assembly of piston, connecting rod, crankshaft, gut joint pin, all those things, piston rings, all those things are assembled, right? In the same way here, the complex product, that is the meaning here in this sentence, it does not shows, exhibit means it does not shows only one structure but it hides many structure or many parts in it, right? Third point, structuring of a product models is complex where many factors are influencing. So if you structure, if you are going to structure a model, a product model, if it is a complex, you should take into the consideration many factors which are influencing on it. For example, you take a simple stapler, you know stapler, right? You are used to clip or join permanently two papers by stapling, right? Where the stapler consists of hundreds of small parts. See, if you are going to model that stapler, you have to consider many factors. Like, first thing is, what should be the staple pin size? What should be the force? How much minimum force is required to apply on the staple? Whether it is handy, whether it is aesthetic, whether it is how many papers at a time it can staple. See, those are all the factors which has to be taken into consideration, or the factors which going to influence while building the product model, structuring the product model. Understand? Many factors that are influence the structure of product model are genetics, functionality, product life cycle, product life, and product assortment, etc. Assortments means the way in which the things work. Here, many factors, I will repeat that, many factors that are influencing the structure of a product model are genetics, functionality, are nothing but the parameters, product life. It is a time based factor, product assortment, how it going to work, that is called as product assortment. See, these are all the influencing factor on a structure of a product model. Many companies are striving towards an electronic product definition to be utilized in all phases of the product. The meaning is here, if you take any company which has built the product, it always strives towards an electronic product definition. It tries to incorporate the electronic principles in each and every stages of the product life cycle. Since nowadays the usage of the new technology is more vital, so here in all the phases of the product, companies are striving towards an electronic product definition to be utilized. Some of the reason for this are possibilities for estimating consequences of decision earlier in a product development project, to obtain greater flexibility to changes in the product and market, and possibilities for earlier involvement of stakeholders internally and externally during product development. The reason why the companies are striving towards an electronic product definition are, first thing, consequence of decisions earlier in product development project. See, whatever the product development project one who has done, whatever the consequences are nothing but the results or repercussions of the decisions made earlier in the product, to obtain greater flexibility to changes in the product and the market. Right? See here, if you want to change the product design without not what do you call, without dumping the product, without taking the product out of the market. Okay, just you are going to change some, you want to change some design and release the product to the market. You are not going to take that back, the product. You don't want to make the product to be decay. That is not the end of the product. You want to make the changes in the market phase itself, right? In that way, the electronic definition of the product, introducing the electronic definition into the product is a major reason to obtain greater flexibility to changes, right? And possibilities for earlier involvement of stakeholders, that means customers, internal and externally during product development. Here what happens is, while during product development, there are possibilities of involvement of the customers internally and externally in a company. So here the electronic definition of the product, the companies are trying to striving hard to incorporate the electronic product definition, because in the product development stage itself, the companies look into the customers requirements, and they may involve the customer also, right? That is the reasons. These are the reasons. Please mark this as very important. Next point is establishing an product definition today means that product models are developed in many different kind of IT systems. Many different kind of IT systems. That is, for example, enterprise resource planning (ERP), feature-based computer-aided design, product data management, configuration, supply chain management systems, etc. So these are some of the examples of the electronic product definition. Nowadays, the companies are striving hard to have an ERP within its company, within its working environment, because ERP gives lot of data, the product data information to all the people in the company, so that everyone is aware of what product they are making of, and when it will be released to the market, how much cost it the product is, and what is the importance of that product. See, that is one of the example, feature based computer aided design. All of you know this, why the computer aided design is more important today. Product data management, configuration, and supply chain management systems are also the different kinds of IT systems. Building up a product model requires a way to read the product assortment, a way to model the assortment, and way to decompose a product or assortment into elements and sub-elements. That is, structure is determined. The meaning is here, if you want to build a product model, it requires way to read the product assortment, the way the products are, the things going to work, a way the model the assortment, way to model the assortment, and way to decompose a product or assortment into elements and sub-elements, that is, structure is determined. The way the product is read and decomposed into elements and sub-elements has significant impact on many aspects in a company. Here, the way product is read and decomposed into elements and sub-elements, the product is made into elements into sub-elements, has significant impact on many aspects in a company. Once product model, an example, a configuration system is determined, important decisions on variants offered to the market, distinctions between special standards or standards, maintainability and performance have been determined. Once a product model, that is, if you take a configuration system is determined, important decisions on, for example, variants offered to the market, the important decisions being made on distinction between standards, maintainability and performance have to be determined. Once a product model is determined, that is, example, a configuration system is determined, important decisions on performance have been, so the same sentence has been repeated here. In many companies, bills of materials are the dominating way to read the product and product assortments. You know, BOM, bills of materials, that means if you take any particular product, it will be having many elements and sub-elements. The details of elements and sub-elements are nothing but the bills of materials. You know, You have learnt already in computer aided machine drawing. If you take any component, for example, if you take a connecting rod, if you take a tool post, it will be having many parts in it, starting from bolts and nuts, from washer, right, rivets, whatever it may be. The number of components or the elements and sub elements involved in a product are read. Right, the bills of materials is well suited for the production but is often inadequate for other functional areas, for example configuration in sales. The bills of material is well suited for production, it is very much well suited for production itself, but it is limited, it is not configured in sales. Right, the dilemma is that there is only on product or product assortment but many possible views or ways to read and the structure assortment. There is only on product or product assortment but many possible views or ways to read and structure the assortment. That is the dilemma involved. Dilemma means the chaos involved. There are two minds. There is only on product or product assortment but many possible views or ways to read the product. Not only bills of material, is there any another possible way to read the product and structure the assortment? That is the dilemma. Next is, so this is about the introduction. You understood what is the structure, what do you mean by product building, and what it involves. Right, now next topic is the virtual product development. Right, virtual product development includes all information technology supported virtual product model based processes for generation of a new product. Virtual means it appears to be same but it is intangible product. So it includes, virtual product development includes all IT supported, that means it may be CAD, CAM, computer aided engineering, CAE, virtual product model based processes for generation of a new product. Right, it includes all IT supports. That is the meaning. Virtual product model based processes for the product generation of new product. Even the processes are also virtual. Maybe machining. You know, you already learned CNC softwares. Machining process virtual. Machining processes also for the generation of new product. Virtual product models are used to perform optimization and testing procedures in a virtual environment with the goal of saving development time and costs while simultaneously increasing the product quality. See, this is the important sentence here. See, why the virtual product development is required? To save the time and cost, as well as you can improve the quality of the product. Right, see, why you are going to model and design the product using softwares. So you can't, without just by looking into the 2D drawing, you just can't directly go for development of the product. You are building a virtual product, that means you are designing using the software. It may be SolidWorks, Solid Edge. You are modeling the component or a product in a Solid Edge and you are analyzing using some of the softwares like your CATIA, right, or ANSYS and HyperMesh analysis softwares. Right, for see, not only virtual product development not only saves times and cost but also it increases the product quality before delivering it to the market or delivering it to the customer. That is the importance of virtual product development. Depending on the categories of the development applied, there are different types of virtual models. There are quite a lot different types of virtual models based on the categories of development applied. What are those? We will see that. Depending on categories of development applied, there are different types of virtual models. They can include market relevant or business case relevant data, that is called as economic models. Market relevant or business case relevant data. One is economic model. Workflow oriented information, that is called as process model. Technical characteristics and descriptions, that are called as functional models. And geometry information, those are called as design models. Now, what are the different models of virtual product development? Virtual models, economic models, process models, functional models, and design models. What are economic models? Market relevant data. What are process models? Workflow oriented information, workflow oriented data. What are functional models? Technical characteristics and descriptions of the product are the functional models. What are design models? Geometric information of the product. Shape and size, for example, is the design model. These are the four different types of model based on the categories of development applied. These are four different virtual models. Depending on the different requirements and characteristics of diverse disciplines, both the virtual models and the results generated can differ significantly. Here, depending on the different requirements of the customer and characteristics of diverse disciplines, many disciplines, characteristics, both virtual models and the results generated can differ significantly. Understand? Here, whatever the models you are going to build and whatever the in realistic thing, the results which are generated can differ because based on the requirements and characteristics of diverse disciplines. Understand? In general, the disciplines of virtual product development can be classified into main groups. The disciplines of virtual product development can be classified into main groups. Those are computer aided design, computer aided styling, computer aided engineering, digital mock-up, computer aided manufacturing, computer aided quality assurance, computer aided testing. For example, if you take a four-wheeler, what is computer aided design? You are going to build the model, you are going to design the model using some software, using the system, that is computer aided design. What is computer aided styling? See, it means the aesthetic point of view, the sleek design. See, what should be the ground clearance, right? What should be the color of the four-wheeler or the automobile? You taken for example computer aided engineering, that means the analysis part of the automobile part. Digital mock-up, I will explain in thorough comprehensively in the next slides. Computer aided manufacturing, you know that already. What is computer aided manufacturing? Utilization of the softwares for processing or manufacturing the product. Computer aided quality assurance, even computer aided quality assurance, how are you going to assure that it is of high quality by utilizing some of the softwares, right? Then computer aided testing, even computer aided testing is also a what you call main group of virtual product development, right? Now virtual product development, depending on the type of the product to be developed, several additional disciplines are applied within the main groups. See, in the previous slides, I told the main groups. Even though those are the main groups, some of the several additional disciplines may be applied within that, such as computer-aided software engineering, which is used in the development of IT applications, or mechatronic products with implementation of IT supported functionalities. Efficient virtual product development is based on effective interaction and integration of the various systems applied to enable a close cooperation with all participating departments and development partners. Here, how the virtual product development, you make sure that it is more efficient. It's based on the effective interaction and integration of the various systems applied to enable close cooperation with all participating departments. What are all the participating departments? It may be design department, manufacturing department, analysis department. With the cooperation, with the integration, you are going to make it develop the product virtually in an effective manner, and with the help of the one development partners also. Right. Virtual product development in the automotive industries uses a wide range of product models which are connected by global data management systems. You're going to call it as GDMS, Global Data Management Systems. See here, in the automotive industries, uses a wide range of product models. It uses wide range of product models which are connected by global data management systems. Data management is organized in different structures depending on the requirements of the specific stages in the product development and life cycle. You know that the data management, the word data management, already I think you came through this, that data management is organized in different structures depending on the requirements of the specific stages. For example, it may be in the design stage, in the manufacturing stage, right? Whatever it may be, in the specific stages in the product development and in the life cycle of the product. Understood? Different terms are used to describe data management related processes and functionalities. Different terms are used to describe data management, whatever the related processes are there, and functionalities. Figure shows the historical development of computer-aided design, computer-aided engineering, and process-related management with a focus on their application in automotive development. So I will show you the figure. It shows the historical development over the years. The development of, based on the development of CAD, CAM, CAE, all those things, product related data. So you can see here in the 1960 till 1970, the drawings were done by the hand. Manual drawings were done. Manual calculations were used for the analysis. Single computer supported calculations. Only the calculators were used for the some of the calculations. Single computer supported calculations. Right. Here in 1980, customer specific programs for workstations. Based on the requirements of the customers, customer specific programs for workstations were used in 1980. 2D drawings, computer aided 2D drawings were developed. In 1990, coming to 1990, geometry calculation based product management, PC programs, import of CAD data, 3D CAD wireframe models were developed in 1990. Understand? See, the green color indicates here design. The light blue color indicates the simulation, and gray color indicates the data management, how the data in the 1990 the data management system was developed. Geometry or calculation based data management was done in 1990s, in the earlier stages of the 1990s. Coming to 2000, you can see here lot of development would have taken in all the three domains. Coming to the design aspect, 3D CAD surface and solid models were developed, from wireframe to solid models, parametric 3D CAD, parametric product structures, integrated digital mock-up functionalities were developed during 2000. Coming to the simulation, computer aided engineering, data exchange, linked CAE CAD processes. The bonding of amalgamation of CAD and CAE was done during 2000, the year 2000, where simulations were carried out with respect to the design, and even the exchange process was also done. If at all the simulation was not according to the requirement, then the changes in the design was able to achieve by changing the design. Right. Coming to the data management, knowledge engineering, product and process modeling, product lifecycle modeling were done. Here means product lifecycle modeling means every stage of the product the data was procured and was stored and disseminated among the various departments, so that to obtain the quality product, so that the customer satisfaction was the highest priority. Right. Now coming to 2010, till today, computer aided design and engineering integration is done. Coming to the data management, complete virtual development processes, integrated product data management. So these are all the data management what we have today. See here, computer supported design and calculation was during 1980s. During 2000, computer supported product and process modeling was done. In 2000, product management and integration system. See, lot of development has been taken place in data management. Complete virtual development processes, integrated product data management also has been developed. With respect to the time, these are all the evolutionary steps what they have achieved till now in the virtual product development. Coming to next topic, 3D CAD systems, three-dimensional computer-aided design systems. In automotive development, the design engineering of product is performed using computer-aided design. If you take not only automotive, many domains are utilizing computer-aided designs. Modern computer-aided design systems offer a wide variety of functionalities for three-dimensional product creation, two-dimensional drafting, and the creation of components and assemblies. It offers wide ranges of functionalities for three-dimensional product creation, two-dimensional drafting, and the creation of components and assemblies. Besides geometry creation, modern CAD systems enable the definition of several additional product characteristics such as material specification, process relevant data, and product structure. Not only the geometry creation, modern CAD systems enables the additional product characteristics such as, for example, material specifications. For example, piston ring, it is made up of duralumin, right? cast iron. For example, piston ring is made up of cast iron. Piston is made up of duralumin. The material specification also will be involved in computer aided design. Material specification, process relevant data, even the production, how the piston has to be manufactured, by casting process, which casting process, by die casting process. See, these are all the datas, additional datas the CAD system enables. And product structure, even the product structure also the computer design enables. Geometry creation is one important task in vehicle development. Therefore, the state of the art, it means the new technology, automotive development processes are often based on geometry data of a 3D CAD or digital mockup master model. Okay, geometry creation is the most important task in vehicle development. Therefore, state of art, new technology, automotive development processes are based on geometry data of 3D CAD or digital mockup master model. During the product definition process, this geometry based model represents the current state of development and interaction with all of the simultaneously performed processes. See, while defining the product, the geometry based models represents what it represents. It represents the current state of development of the product and interacts with all of the simultaneously performed processes. The interaction will take place with all simultaneously performed processes. This interaction includes geometry data export for analysis, for supply of analysis, that is CAE, as well as input of data for modification and advancements which are delivered from simultaneously performed CAD external operations. These interactions, I told you, the interaction with all simultaneously performed processes. What are the interactions? Which includes, the interaction includes geometry data exports for the supply of analysis, as well as import of data for modifications. So you are going to import the data for modifications and advancements during analysis, from the analysis which are delivered from simultaneously performed design operations, externally perform operations. See, what is the exact meaning of this? Here, for example, if you take, you have done the model, 3D model, you are testing, you are doing the analysis on the model. In the analysis, you came to know that you want to change some of the design. See, in this way you can interact with the design simultaneously, and simultaneously the design can export the change in the design. Understood? Simultaneously you can import and export from CAE to CAD or CAD to CAE, right? That is the meaning. The application of 3D CAD provides the basis for the three-dimensional description of the product geometry. Modern CAD systems offer the possibilities of parametric geometry control, which can be used for manifold applications of integrated strategies. See, the one of the application of 3D CAD, it provides the basis for 3D description of the product geometry. You can see in all the three different dimensions the product geometry, that is the one of the application. Not only that, it offers the possibilities of parametric geometry control, which can be used for manifold applications of integrated strategies. If you want to change in any one of the dimension, change the design, that also is helpful from 3D CAD systems. The geometry is built up through the combination of single components, parts, structure into assembly structure. The meaning is, from the many parts it has combined or joined into a single product, or it has been built up into a single product by the many different parts by assembling. 3D CAD systems, a systematic structure of the assembly in subproducts and main products on the structure in real life brings the virtual geometry model to the configuration of a physical product. Based on the virtual model geometry model only, the physical product will be developed. Okay, structuring tools includes bill of materials, product configuration, assembly, simulations, and others. What are the structuring tools? I told you bill of materials. That is nothing but the details of each and every part, subpart. That is the bill of materials. Product configuration. Product configuration means from which material it is made up of, what is the size, the product configuration, assembling simulations, and others. Structuring tools involves all these things. So you can see, for example, 3D CAD systems, the dashboard of the four-wheeler, which is done by computer-aided 3D computer-aided design system in 3 dimension using CATIA. Here you can see in all the 3 ways, 3 directions, X, Y, and Z, right? Now you can see here in the dashboard the doors, the design, the geometry involved in this, the assembly involved in this, the product configuration also. Product configuration, it is in the view of the 3D context. Here the assembly, you can see that the brake, from the brake pedal you can see the pneumatic pipe kind of a thing is connected to the a line channel connecting to the tire, right? See here in the dashboard, this is an example of the 3D CAD system. Next concept is digital mockup. What do you mean by digital mockups? Digital mockup itself, you know the meaning, implies it is a dummy, or it is not a, it is an mirror kind of a thing. What do you call? A similar kind of a thing, but not the original. It's a duplicate. Digital mockups are digital dummies which include a simplified geometrical representation of a product, right? Which includes a simplified geometrical representation of a product. It is called as digital mockup. Digital mockups contains information about the product geometry, volume or surface modules, and the product structure. What it contains? Information about the product geometry. The digital mockup includes the information of the product geometry and the product structure. That means bill of materials, I told you, assemblies, all those things. Digital mockup processes are used for packaging studies, clash detection, mounting and assembling simulations, and other 3D CAD based analysis steps. Okay, I will repeat once again. These digital mockup processes are used for packaging studies, clash detection, mounting and assembling simulations, and other 3D CAD based analysis steps. I will give you an example. Clash detection. See, for example, you have the digital mockup of a four-wheeler. Think that four-wheeler will get thrashed into another four-wheeler. In that way, in that case, you know, the airbags comes into picture for the safety purpose of the passenger as well as the vehicle driver, right? See here the clash detection, to what an extent the damages will be done to the product will also be known without the usage of real one. For the clash detection you can use the digital mockup, the dummies you can use for the clash detection. Understood? To what extent, to what quantum of the damage done, to what quantum the damage has been done, has occurred to the car, at what force. See, those are all things can be mocked up. That is the beauty of digital mockup system. Converted 3D CAD data from virtual product model form the basis for digital mockup processes. See here, you are first going to build a model, you are going to convert into a virtual product development. That virtual product development forms the basis for digital mockup processes. The data transfer can be accomplished using native CAD data or using neutral data formats. See you have the 3D CAD model. That data is stored in some of the formats like STEP, IGES, JT, VDA. You know that those formats can be transferred using native CAD data or using neutral data formats. Due to certain degree of geometry simplification, the accuracy of DMU, that is digital mockup models, is lower than the corresponding 3D CAD master manual CAD master models, that is DMU uses tessellated geometries. See, due to certain degree of geometry simplification, the accuracy of DMU models is lower than that the corresponding 3D CAD master models, because tessellated, because of the uses of tessellated geometries. Tessellated geometries means which is not having the explicit details, right, of the geometry. Direct modification of geometry data is in general not possible within the DMU process. It is important. Direct modification of geometry data is in general is not possible within the digital mockup process. Digital mockup supports simultaneous engineering approaches by handling large data structures throughout the product development, by localizing and eliminating geometrical problems in complex assemblies, and through target oriented assembly based optimizations. That meaning is here, digital mockup supports simultaneous engineering. Okay, it supports simultaneous engineering. That means you can, while doing digital mockup, you can even go for the changes in the design by handling large data structures throughout the product development. Okay, even during the digital mockup stage, simultaneous engineering approaches is possible by localizing and eliminating geometrical problems in complex assemblies and through target oriented assembly based optimizations. Digital mockup methods permits a geometrical freeze in early stages of the development cycle by integrating functional investigations into the digital mockup processes. I will repeat once again the sentence. Digital mockup methods permits a geometrical freeze. It permits geometrical freeze in early stages of the development cycle by integrating functional investigations into the digital mockup process. For example, while doing the clash detection, see, some of the parts were not damaged, right? So under certain degree of force, that means that part you can freeze it up, so that in the earlier stage itself, in the product development stage itself, so that part can be taken for granted and can be included in the product. Understood? See, that is the beauty of the digital mockup. It permits the geometrical freeze in early stages. You can look into the digital mockup of a four-wheeler here in this diagram. See here, 3D CAD master module, computer aided design, native data including design, history and structure. From the 3D CAD, data is transferred to DMU model. Understand? Data is transferred to DMU model, simplified model, tessellated geometry data and model structures. See, tessellated geometry data means some of the, you can see in the 3D CAD, you can see many number of parts. See here in the DMU model, tessellated means some of the parts are hidden. That means explicit form is not shown here. From the DMU model, DMU investigation, that like packaging, clash detection, assembly, simulation, kinematics, etc. are done, and information is backflow. From that, you are going to again modify the design according to the requirement. You can see the digital mockup. See, the above diagram of the four-wheeler is nothing but the 3D CAD model. The below diagram is nothing but the digital mockup. Understood? See, from the digital mockup investigations, you can get the information, lots of information about many factors, right? Like kinematics, assembly simulations, clash detections, packaging and others. See, this is about digital mockup. Digital mockup is a simplified model of 3D CAD model from the 3D CAD model. Understood? That is the main thing. It has the tessellated geometry data and model structure. Next is model building. Next topic is model building. Geometric creation based on products related features, which is the first step in the virtual product development. You know that geometric creation based on products related features is the first step in the virtual product development. These features may be technical functionalities or product related specifications like draft angle, fillets, etc. Which is the first step in virtual product development? Geometry creation based on product related features is the first step, right? What are the features? Maybe technical functionalities or product related specifications like draft angle, fillet, position, surface roughness, right? Like run out. Those are all the geometry features included. Squareness, flatness are all the geometry features, technical functionals. Virtual product development processes are based on product data models. It is always based on the product data models which are able to represent the specific data characteristics. Different applications call for dissimilar product models. In general, the primary method of product representation can be classified as geometric modeling, feature modeling, parametric modeling, knowledge based modeling, structure representation, technical product documentation. Understood? Here, different applications call for dissimilar product models. You may have different dissimilar product models. In general, the primary method of product representation can be classified as primary representation of the product can be represented as geometric modeling, feature modeling, parametric modeling, knowledge based modeling, structure representation, technical product documentation. Next is model analysis. What do you mean by model analysis? The third stage, this is the third stage in the virtual product development. The functional DMU, also called as virtual mockup or digital mockup, considers the functional integration of the product, including all the features and functionalities necessary for failure-free operations. You are going to analyze the model by using digital mockup. That is nothing but model analysis. These so-called virtual prototypes take functions and physical characteristics into account and enable functional simulations or calculations. These so-called virtual prototypes take functional and physical characteristics. Functional characteristics like bill of materials, assemblies. Physical characteristics like what do you mean physical characteristics like the geometry of the or shape and size of some parts in the four-wheeler. That characteristics will be taken into account and enable functional simulations. It enables functional simulations or calculations like, for example, kinematics, masses, center of gravity. For example, physical characteristics. You may know that the tire thread, right? What kind of a threading you have done for a tire, right? Whether the tire is tubeless or what kind of it is. Those are all the physical characteristics which will be taken into account and enables functional simulations and calculations while analysis. This is about the model analysis. It is very simple. Analysis includes taking the digital mockup model and considering the functional and physical characteristics, all aspects which enables functional simulations or assemblies, right? Next, the final concept for today is the production or process planning. What do you mean production or process planning? It is an engineering process that takes place within a manufacturing business and that involves making sure that sufficient raw material, staff and other necessary items are procured and ready to create a finished product according to the scheduled specified. Production planning is nothing but, for example, today you want to manufacture a product. See, what are the, for example, you want to manufacture a tool and die for sheet metal application. For tool and die manufacturing, what all you require? You require raw material like high chromium, high carbon steel plate. You require dowel pins. You require punch, right? You require the bolts and nuts, right? You require in specific you may require some of the screws, right? Rather than bolts and nuts, you require screws, you require tappings, all those things, right? See, those things, tools and raw materials, you have to pre-plan. You should have that strategy, or you have to procure that materials for creating for manufacturing the product. You have to ensure that you have to plan whatever required physical things for a development of the manufacturing of the product. That is called as production planning. You have to procure it also, right? Production planning typically falls to production managers and those under them such as supply and operational personnel along with purchase managers. However, it is important for business administrators at all levels to understand this process because production planning impacts several business areas. See, here in any company, if you take manufacturing company, for example, there will be a production department. Under the production department, The vertical head starts from production manager. Production manager will always look into the production planning. He will coordinate with the other departments, business processes departments, administrative departments, so that whatever the raw materials required as he has to procure, whatever the machining, whatever the processes is included, manufacturing steps, you have to ensure all the machining process can be done in the company itself. Sometimes the production managers takes the decision of giving the product to the manufacturing of the product to the subcontract, all those things. A production plan serves as a guide for your company's production activities. The International Finance Corporation added, for example, finance, according to International Finance Corporation, production plan serves as a guide for your company's production activities. It is a guide for production activities. Based on the production planning only, the production will take place. For example, you have hundreds of machines like lathe, milling, shaping, drilling, and grinding. All those machines are there. For example, hundreds of machines are there. In which machine which operator should work, how many operators should have in each machine, at what time he has to complete the work, what product he has to do the machining. These are all the datas or the guides will be given by the production planning. It is called as serves as a guide for your company's production activities. It establishes and sequence activities which must be carried out to achieve a production target, so that all staff involved aware of who needed to do what, when, where, and how. It not only just gives the work, it also follows the sequence. See, after machining, after for example, for after milling, next thing is grinding. After grinding, next thing is heat treatment. After heat treatment, next thing is again some other manufacturing process. That sequence of manufacturing process also will be guided by production planning. Production plan is a common term in manufacturing and production for all these tasks and priorities. A strong production plan minimizes production time and cost. If you have the proficient production planning, then it saves times and cost, effectively organizes resources and maximizes efficiency in the workplace. There are various tools used in production planning. One example is in product lifecycle management, SAP production planning, which is used with the manufacturer supply chain to plan the manufacturing, sale, and distribution of goods. One feature is storing and manipulating master data to make production planning tasks more efficient. See here, in product lifecycle management, one beautiful example is SAP's production plan. In combination with supply chain management, production planning will be done. One feature is storing and manipulating master data to make production plan tasks more efficient. For instance, when a production order is created, the tools use master data about the raw materials needed to produce the finished product, which will also be used to create a sales order. Understand? See here, both goes in hand in hand. SAP production planning, sales and distribution of goods, and also supply chain. All three goes hand in hand based on this instance. Production planning plays a central role in manufacturing and production for organizations. This process can be responsible for company success or failure in these core areas of responsibility. But it does not end there. Production planning helps organization examine how they are doing with sales and distribution as well as materials management. Improving these areas reflects on company's bottom line. So the meaning is here, it plays a vital role and the central role in manufacturing and production for organizations. The company's success or failures can be based on the production planning, efficient production planning. It also helps organizations examine how they are doing with the sales and distributions, so as well as materials management. Right? It gives an idea for sales and distributions as well as the material management in the company. Improving these areas reflect on company's bottom line. Production planning also clearly reflects the company's performance. It can be helpful in improving the material management area and sales and distribution area. As a result, production planning has a direct impact on finance. It also relevant to the others such as quality management and human resources, as production planning can monitor how organizations are delivering their customers and ensure there is an optimal amount of staff for different operations. The meaning of this sentence is the production planning has a direct impact on finance. If the production planning is not efficient, the lot of money will be required for manufacturing the product. If efficient production planning is done, optimum amount will be required. It not only it about the finance but about the human resource. How many employees are required for the manufacturing of the product? How many operators are required for machining? See, those are all concepts depend on production planning. Delivering, see here, it ensures there is an optimal amount of staff for different operations. Even it is also quality management, it relevant to other areas. Quality management also depends on production planning. Understand? See, for here, if you take a case study of a company, that is International Finance, based on the International Finance Corporation case study, the production planning benefits. Look into the benefits of the production planning. Production plan improved overall delivery time and production capacity by at least 60%, and on time in full deliveries increased by 137%. See, delivery time increased by 60% and production capacity is increased by 137%. The benefit of an improved production plan with the following takeaway points. How this delivery time and production capacity has increased in a particular case study. Overall production planning was simpler and easy to manage. Now a proper, logical and achievable delivery date can be promised to the customers. There were no backlogs in the order in queue. Backlogs means there were no items left according to the customer's requirement. It was delivered as per the schedule. For example, if the customer would have asked 1,000 components in 1 month, the company has produced 1,000 components and given to the customer on time. Right? There is no backlog in the order queue. There were no delays in the delivery. If the customer have asked within 30 days, they have given within 30 days. There were no delay in the delivery. This is about the production planning. I hope you understood the production planning process. It's very simple process to understand. See, today I have covered most of the topics in the product building and structures. What are those topics? One thing is, first one is I given the introduction to product building and structure. Second thing is what is virtual product development. Third thing is the 3D CAD system. What do you mean by 3D CAD system? I given an example. Fourth thing is digital mockup. What do you mean by digital mockup? What it includes and what are the benefits, right? And model building. What do you mean by model building and how it is done, right? What is model analysis? I given a brief points on those. It is the third stage of production planning. Finally, I have given the details about the production planning and its benefits, right? See, these are the some of the topics in the fifth module. In the next video lecture, I am going to teach you the remaining topics of the fifth module. See, please take the assignment questions, that is the fourth assignment questions. Explain digital mockup in brief. Describe virtual product development. You should answer these questions today itself. You have to submit assignment 3 and 4. So if you have any doubt regarding this, please contact me in whatever way it is possible for you, by using WhatsApp, or you can call me directly. That's it for today. Thank you.